Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we take a quick look at the top 10 Warhammer 40k armies for the month of September 2022. September saw 25 events with 75 total lists. But before we jump in here, let's set some ground rules on how the best armies are determined. First, we take any ITC event with at least 28 players in 5 rounds. Second, we take a look at the top 3 armies from those tournaments, taking into account lists with multiple factions. Then we compare this to the previous month's results. Holding at the number 1 spot for 2 months in a row are the Tyranids with 10 lists. High Fleet Leviathan is the dominant force once again, taking advantage of built-in transhuming, making almost indestructible warriors a thing that continues to dominate the Warhammer 40k meta. At number 2, and also for the second month in a row, are Necrons with 10 lists as well. Necrons continue to rock with auto-max secondaries and a boring playstyle that only those who really want to put their opponents to sleep truly enjoy. But at least you get to play the army, unlike for most of this edition. Moving up 2 spots to number 3, again with 10 lists, are the Chaos Space Marines. Players have finally settled on the best list for this army as Creations of Bile have taken the lead, along with Warbearers finally making their presence felt. Holding at number 4 are the Eldari with 9 lists. Eldari, or should I say Harlequins, keep Space Elves playable, but if you look closely at the list, you also might find a really big rarity, and that is a Ynnari list making an appearance. Moving up 1 spot to number 5 with 7 lists are the Imperial Knights. Imperial Knights are quickly turning into the anti-meta army as they play well in matchups other armies struggle with, making them the current Gatekeeper army. As well, the Tau Empire moved up 1 spot to number 6 with 7 lists. The Tau Empire is the other Gatekeeper army, being one of the few armies which can still alpha strike you to death. It still requires some finesse though if you actually want to win the game if things don't go according to plan. Falling hard 4 spots to number 7 are the Adepta Sororitas with only 4 lists. Sisters of Battle continue to slip for no good reason, but it might have something to do with the lack of good opposing Armor of Contempt armies to play into, leaving the Sisters with the only matchups they usually struggle with. Moving up 1 spot to number 8 with 3 lists are the Thousand Sons. Thousand Sons stick around with the same old Scarab Terminators, with lists only toying around with the types of loadouts they want for their Rubric Marines. Making their way back in the top 10 at number 9 are the Dark Angels with 2 lists. Dark Angels are finally seeing some Ravenwing love in the form of Storm and Vengeance Speeders spamming the board, breaking up the monotony of just Deathwing Terminator lists. The biggest surprise though is number 10 and the Astra Militaring rounding out the list with 2 lists, thanks to the decent secondary game and being the last true indirect army left in the game as well. They have surprised many opponents with just how well they can perform, especially if they roll hot. Well, there you have it. The top Warhammer 40k armies for September 2022. Falling out of the top 10 from August were the Death Guard and Orcs. For October, we'll see if Chaos Demons and the newly nerfed Leagues of Votann make a mark in the Warhammer 40k meta. As always, if you want to see more of this content, please leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and bell icons. Thanks again for watching.